What's the deal? What's up, gang? What's everybody doing? Somebody done moved my whole setup here. What are we missing right now? Hold on, I'm not sure. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Interesting. We got a late candle here. Well, almost a late candle, right? We had a chance. But close back in range. Are we going to turn around here on one candle, come right back down? We could, but I would bank on the fact since the higher time frame came up here. Well, let's do a breakdown. Hold on, let me not get ahead of myself. Look at the daily bearish, closed bearish. We opened up with a top wick. We're expecting the daily today to come down, right? We're going to expect this to really fill that daily wick. If you're a cowboy, you can look for entries here, keep stops above the daily. It's about 938 pips. What you can do here is lower your risk by 10 times and accept this as a 93 pip stop, right? Just at 10 less. But the 4 hours coming up bullish here also doesn't have a bottom wick. It could still close back down in range while it's open. But it did break all these 4-hour highs, breaking us back up above 4-hour levels. Let's see how the hourly's closed here. The hourly respected the hourly distance here. I think this is a really good level here. Seemed to close back below it. Seemed to fake out on the 15. Seemed to fake out here on the 30. So this is the most recent level here. We just held on a 30. It's a level that's relevant to us here. Look at the hour. Oof. I don't think Benny likes these levels. This right here is an area we gotta be really careful at. I would like to come up here to reach this level here to the left, a 48.66, clear and obvious closure from where we came down from. What's that? 141. Let's see. Ideally, we want closures above here for buys, above this purple area. We want closures above there for buys. And if we're going to look for sells, because closures above there, right? We're closing above all these previous 4-hour levels. And we want the buys on the next 4-hour. On this 4-hour, currently, we really want the sells here. We really want the sells on this current 4-hour because we don't have a bottom wick here. And look how yesterday's daily closed. I would love to come back down here, retest these lows. Even if we don't break the lows today, or we don't start filling the wick today, which I believe we will. On this kind of heavy move, I believe we fill this wick either fully or partially, but we're gonna need to grab some orders here. Right, so maybe we get the 4-hour close, maybe the 4-hour melts in the next hour, but we could still get a close, and the next 4-hour could come down here, make that bottom wick, and then come back up. That's a possibility. But the way the daily closed here, we would want to follow along, and if we get a 4-hour bearish closure or respecting resistance or a no top wick candle, it's going to make our day easier to look for sells. Door, I got you. Hold on, come on in. Levels here. Okay, so the point I was making earlier, I kind of got away from it. As we came up here, right, the most recent price action has been bullish, kind of broke this level that you could have considered. Let's get rid of this purple area. It's just for visuals for you guys. I don't really need to know where it is. Right, so the most recent resistance was here. We've closed above it, and we broke back below it, which means the hourly respected, and now we've opened up a new hourly candle, and it's going to make another decision. But the most recent price action was bullish. Typically, you'd want, right? Remember I was talking about the market doesn't turn around on one candle. It doesn't just drive up for thousands of pips just to drive down on the very next candle. It typically, can it happen? Yes, you can have a very very severe correction, right? And it's possible. But is it likely? No. Probability dictates that it's going to take some time to turn around, which means it'll come back the other way, tell you it's coming back down, but it's going to create a range, which is what it's doing right now. You see? We came up here. We're back down in here into the previous range. Market is creating a range in here from which we're going to have to break out. So if this can close bullish, we can look either for sells on a break of the lows here for a seller replay, build a range to the left, right? Or if we kind of chop around in here, we'll look for a, because now the hourly's got a top wick, right? We didn't break the previous hourly high. If we break the low, we're creating lower highs, lower lows, right? So structure's starting to break. And if we actually close bullish here, right, it means there's a minor support and we're going to need orders. It's going to give us a top wick on the next candle and the break of that low, which will mean that we're driving down, breaking support, right? Logic would, let's break that down logically. At that point, you would be driving down, breaking support after rejecting from a resistance area, right? That historically you have precedent here. Market has driven down before. Look at that drop right there. So if that can happen here, right? If we can hold the support and then break it by driving off this resistance, higher time frame level, we can look for to cash in on some pips. But for now, it's got to create this little range. That's what it's doing right now. I saw an amazing position here. Like, I didn't see it when it happened. I'm right there. This was beautiful. If I was on, I would have absolutely taken that. That was amazing. Because this level here fell in line with so many higher time frame levels, right? This is the 30 you're looking at. This was at like 7:30 today, and then this pullback was at 9:30, right? So you had pretty good buys here, right? At 9:30 to come up for a sell replay. But man, this limit was it. Right, that sell limit right there, as you broke down here, came down, you had this heavy push up here. This is the Wix 9 pancake that part of. I think I would have skipped on the buys, took the sells. Looking at this target, maybe it would have been both, but this level was really beautiful. Because if you look at that, it was the hourly level, it was a 4-hour level, it was at multiple, right, instances in the market across the board here. There, that level into there, but the daily level right there, the 1-hour level plus right there, where it opened up. Right, look at that gap. I think that was the weekly open. Yeah, the weekly open level. There we go to the 15. Like, it was a great level across the board here. You see this pump coming up here. Anybody take that? Anybody take that this morning? Anybody take the celery up? Man. Anybody do both? That'd be wild. People at the Zoom door. All right, so see, fill in this little level here. Took the 930 break of highs. Yeah, that made a lot of sense. It was a ideal, perfect celery play there at 930 because you're expecting volume, right? Look at this. The previous candle gave you this massive wick. I think this candle also made a top wick first, right? I wasn't on the charts, but I would have taken that too, probably. I don't know, man, because I would have been looking at this level up here. This would have been really tempting for buys and sells this morning. Made a top wick, right? So yeah, that's perfect. I saw this later. I didn't see how to print it, but not a massive bottom wick. That previous candle gave that to you, right? 930 push. I did basically a multiple time frame play you talk about, brother. I heard you in my head. Yeah, it's funny. We had a conversation about that. People were telling me, like, hey, man, when I trade, I just hear you speaking in my head. Took 224 pips, but it pushed 500. How sad for you. Got 450 at that 930 breakout. Yeah, I'm glad to see people are doing their thing. They're catching on to the concepts and making it theirs. W. Incredible. I'm done talking to him. He be getting irritated at everything. He been getting pissed off forever. And a dog is little. Come on, motherfucker. I think he's a teacup Yorkie. Right? Teacup Yorkies, that's what they call them, right? Oh, Zoom door, my bad. Come on. Yeah. He's a teacup Yorkie. I think that was his breakfast. Could have been. 15 closing, no top wick. 30 still open. Is this just a lot of bullish volume, or did we just hit a resistance? Maybe both. Maybe both. What happens, Harpy? You held through the swap? Trading half lot on my PC. Open this position on my phone with normal lot size. Open the drawdown. Bank called. A fucking bank called. That's crazy. That is. I got one for you.
American Express got a hitman looking for me.
All right. It's back from piano, volleyball. My house just went from a quiet and peaceful place to a fucking Seahawks stadium. And in there. Waiting on closures, and we want to see them either above 48.71 or below 48.03. Okay. I know we're getting closure above the most recent here, but we've also just tapped into a resistance level. One thing you need to adjust for? Risk. Price action is price action. Reading candles is reading candles, understanding them on multiple time frames. And you know, all that remains the same. Your risk management gets adjusted. It's really cold in here. I left the door to my office. This might pump up right now for about 100, 200 pips really quickly. And be right back. Give me a second. Let it pump first. No entries were below resistance, but it should pump up here. Is this going to buy? It might, it should, right? The range, it closes here, so you see a reaction here, but it should pump to fill this wick here to the left, even if it comes back down. That's why I say you should see a 50 to 60 or 500 to 600 pip pump right now, maybe. Maybe about 400 to fill a wick. And it should happen pretty quickly, but I can't bank on that because it's still below resistance. There's no closure. And if it rejects here, it's going to be very unforgiving. I only speak from experience and seeing this before. What's the chin doing? I mean, the place where I split it, healed up. It feels more like a bruise right now. I was worried about my tooth, but my tooth kind of stabilized. Patty chin. Yeah, I think this beard helped me out too. I'm not sure what I hit the table or the floor to split it because I was under the table on the floor, but I'm not sure which part I hit. I just know that I hit my chin because that's where the mark was. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no top wick on the previous candle. Is also very deceiving. The fuck happened? Oh, that's a long story. I think we discussed it like a few streams ago. Day from Asia wicks, but time frame usually rely on your entries. The daily to the 15, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, and the daily. Are we gonna see this pump now or what? What's it gonna do? Is it waiting for the next candle? No positions here, gang. We still do not have a closure above. We get a closure back below 48.43 and a top wick on the next 30. We might be looking for sells. But right now, fucker needs to come up. 4,900. Got 49.05. I mean, we'll see. I'd get to 49.50. The range. Overall range. Right? We start playing in this next range. That's where we're headed. But 4,900 was, I told you, is going to happen in like a split second or like in a few seconds. So once it starts pumping here, it should happen pretty quickly. Okay, so 4,900, 49.07 target here. Initial target. We shall see. Still of this wick to the left, at least 49.05, yeah. It's a good target. That's what I was talking about actually earlier. 49.05. Not that it's a resistance though, just I think that's where it can kind of slow down its momentum. The fill of this wick needs to happen. Actually, the better way to put it, this would be your advantage point, right? Because it's once it fills the wick, if there's volume momentum, it's going to fill the wick and blow right past it. It's going to use this wick as a support. As soon as it breaks it, comes back to it, it's going to tap this wick. Happens this. Okay. We kind of, once it's pumping here, starts pumping here. Once this wick is filled, right? The market kind of does this. It fills that wick, and as it breaks it, it's going to come back to it, tap it. Because on a smaller time frame, the 1 second, the 5 second, 30 second, it comes up. It has a breakout, makes that previous resistance a support, taps that area, and fills there. Let's see what happens here. It's also not a great closure, right? In terms of a top wick, relatively wise, yeah, it's 33 pip top wick, but in relation to the candle, right, it's almost 1,000 pip candle. The top wick is almost non-existent. Now we can break this high, attempt to come down, but still stay above 48.74. We might be looking at entries. This can set us up. This either this 30 or this 15 would have to hold. We'd need to break back down and below 48.71, attempt a drive down, fail, and if we can get these closures above 48.70, we'll look for breaks at highs. This can happen on this 15. The next 15 would be entry for a seller play. So this is perfect, right? We're gonna attempt to break down here, come down. If it just decides to push now, then there's nothing we can do. We're gonna miss it. But if it can attempt to come down into this range and fail, give us a closure above, we will be part of it. This isn't enough of an attempt to drive back down in range. I would need it to come back down deeper. See, look at that. If people had their buys on the break of the highs there, they just got fucking burnt as liquidity. Down. Okay, this is perfect. Man, this would be a great position if it was the next hourly. So if this 15 or this 30 can hold above here, this is a great attempt to come down, but I'm gonna go to MGC here. How did the daily do? Look at this. The daily has not broken the previous daily high. Good area to top out. The 4 hour seems to be holding here. See what happens. This can come down heavy, which would be interesting. Are we gonna push here now? I like this attempt to drive down here. I think we're gonna be a part of that, gang. Three lot butt stop here. Back down in range, huh? We're gonna re-break the lows. The stops a bit steeper. People at the Zoom door, come on in. You never take market orders? No. This is a tough level. Like, we might re-break the lows here and it's gonna come down heavy, at which point I'll delete. Right? Because I do believe this wick gets filled, but there's a chance this we come down heavy, come back up to this resistance, then break it later on. And the previous 4 hour, well, we broke all the highs, I'm sorry, but the previous daily right, has not broken the previous, I mean, the current daily has not broken the previous daily high or closed bullish yet. So could we have topped out? Possibly. Maybe the rest of the day is bearish, right? Look at this 4-hour level here that we still did not close above. But going on the volume and the momentum from the smaller time frame, there's some room here that we could take advantage of. Part of me wants this to come down. Okay, so this is from where we either drive or we drop heavy in range. You see these wicks? 1 hour is still open. We'll see. No, 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 no. Let's not do that. Wait, hold on. Remember we said that closure, no top wick, could be a level in itself. Did we tap resistance, or was there just enough volume to break? So if it was a resistance, we broke it, just retested it with this bottom wick. This would be a logical place to drive up from. We did close above on the most recent candle. If we start closing below here, start faking out, we will look to get rid of this. But here's the deal: the 15 is okay to close bearish as long as it closes above 4868.4. Those 2-2. Okay. See, what's telling you 49.71, or is it your gut feeling? 49.71 is price action. Say more like 49.55, but price action telling you that. 49.71 is the extent of that wick right there on the 4-hour. If wicks are ranges, at some point that range gets filled, right? Would it make sense? I don't think I would have said 49.71. I would have said 49.55 if we are gonna head up there. I don't remember. I wouldn't say 49.70. Maybe somebody else said that. I'm pretty sure we could head to that level. Look at this. The 15 just held here. The 15 just held. Well, you don't really need a bottom wick. Well, did it hold? Hold on. Let's get this closure. We would not really need a bottom wick here if 15 holds. Oh. I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm okay with that closure. Good. Bottom wick. We don't need it, but it's coming. It's a bonus. Celery play action, yeah. I have a celery play here. Tops. 300 pips. That's why we lowered risk here. Previous candle. There's a chance it breaks the highs, comes back, breaks the lows, but doesn't break the low of the previous candle. Pumps. So we shall see what happens. We do want a better stop on this candle and move to this candle though. Eventually, or even break even, depending how fast it pumps, where it goes. Last 15 of the hourly right now. But man, look at this 30. Closed above the overall. Got a range here, right? You have an advantage point in terms of this wick to the left. Market do its thing. Each party is sellers in that range. Right here? No, we'll see. We're gonna go with price action. The beauty of reading candles. I just don't have to worry about anything else. Levels, timing, volume, candles. Hey, while we wait here, gang, hey, please drop a like, sub to the channel. Please share the stream. Help a Wix out. Help me grow this community. Like, it depends on me as much as it depends on you. What are we doing? Are we breaking the lows? It'd be interesting if it breaks the lows and then breaks the highs. I'll be a little bit more confident in it. But will it? I don't know. It looks like right now the hourly wants to push back in range, respect this level, at which point we might see a drop on the next hourly candle. Maybe the next 4-hour candle. Daily wants to come down so badly. Bad to the bone. Looks like we're gonna head back down in range. Mother of all monthly candles. You and I. All right, so there we go. The 15 is breaking the previous 15 low. What you gonna do? Gonna do 15. Maybe we get the 30, push back up, close above here. That brings the hourly close to above the range. Celery play would make sense then as well. It would be a 30 celery play. Right. This would have to pump back up here heavy. Otherwise, we might have some buy limits here. So. Yeah, I wouldn't take any buy limits on this hourly because any kind of drive down here flips this hourly. But if this hourly can close bullish, any kind of bullish, and we can open up with a bottom wick on the next hourly, we can look for a limit here at 48.02. Help people to some door. My bad. Thank you, Jay. Jay, appreciate the assist. Obviously, if in 7 minutes we close below 48.68. I will most likely delete. More people at the Zoom door. If you look closely on daily, there's a wick that needs to be filled. Let's go moving around. Rápido, hermano. Would it be related to the bonds? Well, which bonds? There was like a whole bunch of them. You had Daniel Craig, you had Pierce Brosnan, Sean Connery, Timothy Dalton, Barry Nelson. Which bond? What's up, Kenny? 5 minutes here for this 1 hour closure. At which point we will delete the breaks of highs, but as of right now, they are valid AF. Small stop here of 480 pips. Hang on. Here. This could be a last 2 minute push, but gotta be careful here. Technically, the next hourly should give you gonna run the last 2 minutes of the candle. Is that what it's gonna do? It could happen here. Be careful on the closure because this thing closes with no top wick. Will close immediately. You had an entire hour to run here. Hey, close the door, please. Thank you. Seconds. Really want the hourly above there. Live account. Yeah, we close, and we're probably going to close below here. But above the most recent, it had a chance to come down there. I like this salary play still. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna wait on the close above here. If we can get that closure, I'll look for that. Because of this closed back in range, right? Basically faked out, closed back in range, never rebroke the high, no harm, no foul. But for now that that closed back in range, we want another closure above, right? We don't want a celery play below distance. We want it above it. Does this melt the 4 hour now? Yeah, you like the sells a little more if we break highs and come back down. What do you think? I was just looking towards re-breaking highs off what level and trying to see what makes sense here. And I'm looking for some precedent here, and to give you an idea of what's going on in my head, I'm looking at this drop here and these drops through this level, and even as it broke up here, you see this just land right through it. At the higher time frame resistance. So I'd want a little help here, not just from the level. I'd want a little help from the closures, right? If we could get this no, let's say no bottom wick candle. I'm looking for a bottom wick on the next one. It may shoot down for Asian lows. I agree with that. I think eventually it does. I don't know when it'll do that. So there's a chance that we don't take this. We let this blow past here and then eventually close back up here, at which point we do take that bottom wick entry. Because we have hit a higher time frame resistance. Because the 4-hour does need to pull back a little. Doesn't have a bottom wick. The daily doesn't have a bottom wick. We closed bearish on the previous one. So when you come down from here, if it's gonna come down, it'll be a slingshot. So it'll be a heavy drop. It'll blow straight past here. If we get some kind of indication that there's no more range, maybe a leg candle coming down, right? To the next 15, something like this. Like that would be a lot of help from the market for us. Because then we could say, all right, we're heading back to at least here. We need a bottom wick. We've got a solid support here. So as we start coming down here, that's going to be your entry. Tap it and keep stops below here. Right? And we would look for right here, stops below here. But I need a little help from the candles. I don't really. Not a big fan of this drop right now. And this is why I'm not a big fan. Like you could have expected that bottom wick here. I mean that top wick here, right? An eventual flip and a fill of the candle wick. But you know what? It never came. Flew past that level and you just continue down. There's precedent for that. Yeah, we held it here, but I'll let it hold again. If anything, if this is the candle that's bringing us down, like you might see a heavy bounce up off of here, right? You'll be like, fuck, Wicks, why don't you just take it? But the there's like that extra 10 or 15% chance probability, right? It's not a 95% trade. It's like a 80% chance trade that this drops through, and then we have precedent for it at that level. I would rather it actually do its thing. If it pumps up, we'll look for buys above here. If it holds this, we'll look for the support being made, and if it breaks through it, we'll look for it to close back up above it. Right, so at some point we might have the candle actually looking like this, exactly like it looks right now, right? But what the but it'll have two green dots in the middle of it. No, it'll have a fucking bottom wick like this, right? It'll tap these areas, it'll still close above here, and then you're looking for this bottom wick on the next candle to bring it back up. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
More people at the Zoom door. Come on in. Right, pancake is solid. You gotta, it's just not an overall level. It's the most recent level since market open. So right, creating new levels right now. And it's on multiple time frames, but not on the 4, not on the higher time frames. Daily's bearish, so this would be against our bias, and we do not have multiple instances in the market, but we do have multiple time frames. So I will let this actually print. We reached the usual 150 likes. You know, Asian session gave us, for a few weeks straight, we had like 150 subs alone from Asian session. So please, sub to the channel, turn on your notifications so you know when we're on, and share this stream on top of giving a thumbs up. Oh shit, it's 9:15. Almost 9:15. Dang. Should I leave the stream open? I gotta go take care of something. All right, we'll see what happens right now in the closure, and then talk about it. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. No, don't you do it. Don't you do it. No, 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 no. Man, I hate MGC. It's basically 16 pips though. This daily sucks. This daily. Don't let it, you know, fake you out. That's a good look. Pretty looking, right? It's a pretty level. One minute here. 1 minute. Anyone taking it? Options. You looking for buys here? I remember you saying every support. No bottom wick. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, we close no bottom wick. I'm violent here. Yeah, I need some help from the candles, man. Yeah, let's see. Oh, it's doing it. It's doing it. It's doing it. We take it? Yeah, I gotta leave here in 10 minutes. I'm gonna take it. Small risk, limit buy, 2. See, raise that to 3. Yeah, we opened up. No, it just it makes sense on on our usual breakdowns, but I'm looking at respecting the other way. We got an opening with bottom wick. The hourly doesn't have a top wick. It's gonna be a small risk for me. If it blows through it, that's gonna be my position for the night, and it's a point, the equivalent of 0.3. Okay. And that's about to delete that. I think that was the pump. Yeah, you guys can delete this. All right. It activated you and took you out at the same time? That's funny. I mean, that's the pump we want off the bottom wick here. That previous wick. Vantage point, right? Remember I said you break the wick, you come back to it on a smaller time frame resistance. There's a previous support, form of resistance. That shit's gonna find its way. No, it's gonna find its way down there. It might even pump more off that wick. Dang. Just blow by it. Blow by it! Come on. Don't pump up now. Blow by this shit all the way down to the next support. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. Bring it down. Bring it the fuck down. Break all the lows and then come back up. And if it could do that, it can break all these lows, but still close above here. We will have a bottom wick entry on the next candle. Come on, bitch. Come on. Come on. Motherfucker. I mean, that's good enough. We just need this candle to close above 48. I'm sorry. Oh, it came down straight from this level. This thing can close bullish, that'd be amazing too, but look, if the 15 can close bullish, the 30 closes, if it can close weak bullish, the 30 closes bearish. Yeah, we can have a bottom wick entry on the next candle. It's got to be 10 minutes from now. Fuck, I had to run. Didn't want to do it, man. Tell me I'd take a shit and be right over. Good idea. Got 10 minutes here. Like, a lot can happen, but if we're patient here. Wait, wait. I like how the 15. I really like how the 15 is playing. There's that 100 pips. Oops. I could have said goodbye right there and dipped. Quick's trying to dip on us. Yeah, I was trying to hit and run, gang. I was trying to hit and run. Need the next candle. It's got to be the next candle. A lot of shit can happen here, but it's got to be the next candle. We got to get through this. I got to get through this. Got to get through this. Got to get. No, don't fucking drive up. It's going to flip the candle here, right? But it's... Yep. Thank you. Thank you. This is great. If it can now come back up and close above. Will it? We don't know, because this, right, it's what's happening is it's tapping this former level and trying to turn support into resistance. $90 seconds here for the 30 to close. Snack at the wrong time.
Time you gotta go there, my man.
I had to go 15 minutes ago.
Oh,
I should have right now been where I was going.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes you gotta trade.
Oh no, I ain't gonna stop you from making money. Except though it got late, so I heard you saying you gotta get out of here.
Yeah. I'm looking to see what happens here. Does this head back down for the daily? Are we gonna form a different support below here and come back up? Right, because it's a level right here too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to come back up myself.
So it would be interesting if we can tap this level at 47.62 and close back up above.
What's up, gang?
I'll be honest with you, this is what we wanted. We wanted, right, this closure below. I mean, we wanted this break close here to come back up. Remember I showed you closure below, but 30 or the hourly back up there. Right, a closure above this blue line would break the previous 15 high, would give it a top wick, it would give it a chance to come back down, and if it fails, we can look for buy stops here. But man, fun. All right, gang, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna take anything on this 15. I need this 30 to close, which will bring us into the 4-hour. I'm gonna be back for the 4-hour closure. I'll come right back. All right, I'm gonna leave the stream running. I'll come right back. Mods, just please
Oh shit.
do your thing.
About to get it in. We about to get it in, y'all.
All right, I'm gonna run. I'll be back.
All right, my man.
Somebody put on the screen, then I'll come back at the 4-hour close. Be careful on the buys for now. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Got this.
Oh, please don't play any copyright music. Get banned.
Turn it down. Hope y'all in already. What's good? What's good? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Some of the times I'm taking one what is it, one tick, one contract on some of these. This is ridiculous. Some of these candles is 300 pips. So I'm taking 1 and 2 contracts on micro sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's crazy out here. Right, range is too big. Range is like 800 pips. How do you have an 800 pip range? My 3-minute candle is like 200 pips, and then it comes back 200 pips. It's like, jeez. As soon as I move my stop loss, you come back and take it. I end up getting like 30 pips. It's wild. It's wild, wild out here. No, I ain't even messing with GC. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not even messing with GC. Right, right. MGC all day. I couldn't imagine being on GC right now. I ain't seen nothing like this in my life. I mean, I ain't saying I'm Wicks. I ain't been doing it for 8 years, but I've been doing it for the last 4 or 5. This year right here. If I was starting out right now, I don't think I'd make it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Is this too much? It's too much. You had a live account, you had $1,000 in it right now as a new trader. You'll blow that motherfucker so fast. Hey, it only takes 1 micro. 1 micro can make you 300 pips, You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I'm looking to buy above basically 4,800, 4,802, all that. I just got to see if it's going to do it. Seems like it's kind of exhausting from the bottom. So if we get a crack up top, maybe we can get some momentum going up. We shall see. Time to roll another joint. Roll up, see what it do. Hope everybody good out there. Y'all don't mind my entertaining while Wicks do his thing. Oh, we all learning, brother. I get your options. We all learning. You out there doing your thing. Real talk. That's what's up, Diamond. I feel you. I don't mind stepping in. I ain't about to get y'all no trades, but you know, I chop it up. I tell you what I'm doing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking for some buys, so we'll see. Appreciate that, Just Reg. It's a community, my man. Hey, man, y'all understand. I'm a party promoter. I can keep it live. I just, you know, I ain't the best trader to be sitting here telling y'all what to take, but I can chop it up all day. Got me a little tequila, little Ocho tequila going, so you ain't seeing shit. Lord have mercy. This market is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be breaking it down to the 1 minute chart the last few days, just so I can really see what's going on. This is insane. $200 pips on a 1 minute candle. Right, 1 minute. I'm telling you, 1 minute. Don't even lie out here. Don't even be trying to front. It's crazy out here. You ain't looking at the 1 minute, the 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, and all that. Okay. Telling you, I ain't fronting with nobody. It's wild. Appreciate you, fam. I'm breaking down, my man. I'm telling you. You watch the 1 minute candle, you be thinking you're on the 15 minute. I swear to God, this shit is wild. I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Bro, these last weeks I failed some challenge, but I get some payouts. Only trading 1 micro or 2 micros, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Right. Ain't no reason for it here. It's crazy. Don't be scared to break it down to the 1 minute. Don't be scared to break it down to one contract. That's what you got to do. All right. We just feel a little fair value gap for those who follow the ICT a little bit. Let's see if we come back up from here. 40 evals and 20 minute off. 1 minute yesterday. It passed 40 challenges in 20 minutes. that's insane. Oh wow, good shit though. Oh man, that's funny. If you lose your ass out here, don't even be embarrassed. I'm telling you, this is unreal right now. So I was working so hard the other day, I felt like I was in a sweatshop. I was on 1 minute, I was pop, pop, in, out. Okay, they go 200 pip. I had a 200 pip stop loss. You know what I'm saying? For real. I couldn't, I had to. And then turned around and went and got my bag, but then as soon as you moved up, as soon as I moved my stop loss to break even a little bit more, it come all the way back down 200 pips and hit me. I'm like, Jesus, I got 30 pips out of all this. And it was up 250. It's crazy. I'm telling you. Said looking at NASDAQ. No, I can't do that. I'm gold all day. I ain't switching up. I just got to be more cautious and careful, but I ain't switching up. I love gold. I ain't blame you though. For real, this is wild. I don't know if the other charts are doing that, but this gold here. I got my chart set up. When I take a trade, it's already at 125 pip stop loss. And then I might move it. Just on GP, as soon as I take it. I might be like, nope, I need to move it down a little bit. I need another 30, 40 pips. See, this is the area right here I wanted to come up from. Let's see if we get lucky. This was the fair value gap, kind of bottom out at. So we'll see if it's done. If not, I guess we'll be looking at more sales shit. They're breaking all the rules. It's hard not to, man. Oh, gold gonna move. That's one thing about gold. It gets its periods where it kind of, bullshitting for a day or two, but gold gonna make you money if you know what you're doing. I don't even look at nothing else. You can lose your ass, but once you learn it, you can make the bread. Going back to normal. This might be the new normal. I mean, real talk, we don't know. Trump out here deboing continents and countries and all. I mean, I don't know. This might be the new normal. No, I don't need it like this. This is super wild right here. I ain't gonna lie. This right here is very aggressive. Oh yeah, if Trump stepped down and get out of office, yeah, it'll definitely slow down. But right now, man. This right here, this ain't for the weak. I feel sorry for somebody just starting and they want to mess with gold. Yeah, Trump bought that bread. Just got to get in where you fit in. 1870. Sheesh. No, I usually don't even trade Asian. I work midnights at Ford, so usually I'm asleep, getting up right now, getting ready to go to work. So I'm off tonight, so I was able to jump on. But yeah, usually I don't trade Asian too much. I might get a hit night here and there, but I lock in on New York with wicks. I even trade a little London when I'm at work because I'm up. And London sometimes is easier. Most times London is easier than New York, in case y'all don't know. New York be on some BS. I ain't gonna lie to you. New York is the hardest session out of all of them to trade. If you know how to embody New York, you can do all the rest easy. In my opinion. New York is the grab bag. That's when they go ahead and get all the money for people who don't know what they're doing. With Asian, slower, but they can make money. And then New York, to me, the market flow is better. Price action works out a little easier. New York come in, they trying to body you. I've been trading since COVID. I actually started trading in 2018. Somebody put me on. Uh-oh, look at these buys. Somebody put me on in 2018. And I was starting to learn, and then I got distracted by the crypto. Crypto was starting to pop, and it was new, and I left the trading alone and started messing with the crypto. And I didn't get back to trading to the COVID. And then I decided at that point I wasn't gonna stop again. I wasn't gonna get distracted. This right here, this click of this button shit, man, ain't nothing like it. So I locked in and I'm in. Psychology, I mean, yeah. I mean, technically I probably could. I mean, you know, it had to be on a day when the market ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a psychology to it. I don't know if anybody in bias. Mm-hmm. Pop up here, we might get a little wiggle room. Make a couple dollars. Like I said, I'm on the 1 minute right now. I ain't gonna lie. This shit is crazy. There we go. Wait, look, I can't put no music on here. I put some music on here. I'll be here rocking. We be trading till midnight. I'll be here getting it. I ain't gonna lie. This second night I've been off all year. So I'm kind of on chill mode, ready to do what it do. Right. Oh yeah. You know I'm a party promoter, so I already know what to play, how to play it, what to do. Even though I never played DJ, only when we kind of kicking it. But yeah. Yeah, I'll get in and we'll be rocking till midnight easy. Next 2-3 hours. But we can't get flicked. So we're gonna do what it do. All right, here we go. Oh, all that. Pac, Nas, Raekwon. Oh man, please don't even get me started. Get the likes up, y'all. Come on now. Don't disrespect. For real. If you ain't hanging out, go and hit the like button. I ain't say you got to subscribe, but if you sitting here chilling, you need to be hitting the button for real. We ain't playing no games here. We grown. There it is. Right. Let's get it going. My beef. Oh, man. I'm telling you, if I put my playlist on, we're going to be a flick because I'm going to play all that right shit. I'm telling you, we'll be here banging. Wicks come back mad as hell. But we're making money, though. We'll be in the groove. Somebody making money on these buys right now.
Yeah, I made a beat.
What's that?
I said I made a beat of the bodies.
Oh, yeah. I know somebody making money. Nothing wrong with it. That's why we're here.
Stick around for this closure. Get back open the buys. If not, they be on the day.
I'm in. I'm just hoping we break this right here. This right here. If we break this, I'm good, but I'm in already. Like I said, I ain't gonna tell y'all what to do, but I ain't gonna lie to you either. You ask me, I'm in, I'm in.
You're looking at the breakout 4823.
Oh no, I'm looking at that. I'm just making money. I'm already in. Like I said, I got in down at this is 47.88-ish. So
whoa.
Yeah. Like I said, I ain't gonna tell people what to do, but if you ask me, I'll tell you where I'm at. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I'm too grown. Be lying. But again, I'm only on one contract. I ain't in on no, I'm heavy. I'm up 130 pips, but it ain't a whole lot money. I ain't about to go 5. I can't do 5. Be down $1,000 in 2 minutes.
Yeah, bro, I feel you. Yeah.
We closed out.
Looking for bottom week.
Oh, I got to ride this. I'm gonna move my stop loss into profit, but I'm gonna see if we're gonna break. To come back down, I'll make a couple dollars. But if we break out, I'm locking. I'm in. I may make $35 or I may make $335. But I'm in. Trailing it, yeah, exactly. Look at that, 180. Yeah, let's get it. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice and just get above stop the break even. You know what I mean? A lot of times we come back and hit it, but there was a few times they keep rocking. You know what I'm saying? Just don't take the L if you can help it. That's the main thing. Try not to take an L. This market right now, come back and hit my stop loss so quick, and I might be up 30 pips, but it was up 200. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna hold it right here because I don't know what. And then you turn around and boop, there you go. It's already done. Came already back 200 pips, knocked me out, but I took my little 30. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to take the L. Eventually, like you said, you catch that long boy.
Oh, Kenny, for curiosity, do you trade the top one or what do you trade?
I trade top one. I also take I got on take profit as well. What I found out about take profit is they got an eval, you know, whatever. But once you get it past the eval, like for a 50K, you got a 2K buffer. Once you get past the 2K, everything else you can make, you can roll that motherfucker up 15,000. And that 2K, they're gonna take that little buffer out, and you're gonna do your 90 split or whatever it is. But I like the fact that I ain't capped out at 2,500, and then I'm done, and I got to start all over again. Where this one, I might run with the bag, especially this market. You might run with the bag. You might make 10 grand in a week, and now you turn around and you take out that 2K buffer, you still got 8,000. So take profit is the one I've been messing with recently. So
And
I kind of like the fact that it ain't capping me out on how much I can make.
the daily payouts on take profit too.
That too. Once you get past the eval, that's the catcher. You got to get past the eval. Once you get past the eval, you're right, one day. And this market, that's all it takes is one day, 2 days. I mean, this is crazy. So I kind of like the fact that I ain't capped. So I'm messing with that one too.
I'm gonna buy it this week. I'm gonna try one challenge for them. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you mess around, make 8 grand, and you take out the buffer, you got 6,000. You did a 90% split. We talking about 5,400 or whatever the case is. So, but you got to get past the eval. So, everything got its advantages and disadvantages. Ain't no one better than the rest. Everybody got a little hook. Trust me. I'm thinking about doing my own profit firm hookup, but I ain't gonna rush it. I'm just gonna wait. But they already broke it down to me how they do, like Wicks. They already copy trading. That's why they jumped him off. They copy trading. They gonna make money when he make money. They ain't stupid. They gonna just keep letting him make money off challenges. I'm telling you, I know the game. Y'all still in buys, baby. We good so far. Said no bottom leg entry. Oh yeah, I get you on that. I was in before then. But yeah, I ain't mad at you. I'm up 200 pips right now. It can come down in 30 seconds. I got about 75 secured. Give it a little room to breathe. TP smack. There you go, Warrior. Yeah, baby. I like my buys. Everybody know me. Man, this market got opportunities all day and all night. This shit here is crazy. So you got a 15-minute fair value gap? Hold on. Oh, you must be talking about on the buys. Oh, no, we already closed that one down there, so You want to go back to the fair value gap. It might. Yep, just knocked me out. Took my little profit. I got it. It could. 120 on sales. Congrats. Congrats, fam. Like Wu-Tang say, you gotta protect your neck out here. Protect your neck. This is crazy.
Hey, yo, Kenny.
Yo.
Bro, I'm reading the FAQ of the take profit. Bro, this is actually a good challenge because normally the props I tried, you cannot, how I say, it draw the buffer. But here in the take, they say if you have more than 60 days since account opening, you can withdraw 80% of the buffer. It's very cool, bro.
Oh, wow. Oh, I ain't beat that.
And if you have less, it's only 50.
Okay.
I can screenshot this and send to you if you want.
I think I know what you mean now. Right. Yeah, you can. But yeah. But like I said, you get past that 2 gram. I mean, here's the thing. If you're on top 1, you got to get past 2,000 anyway to even take, you know what I'm saying? So if you think about it, you get past the 2K buffer, now you look at that as ground zero. And now anything beyond that is all you. I mean, you know, the 80%, 90% split or whatever the case is, but you can run the bag up. So, you know.
Okay.
You got to do the eval first. You know, thinking about the eval, you can make $1,000 a day, you know, on your eval, as long as you don't make more than 50% of your target in one day. Where on top 1, you know, they keep chopping you down to that 20%. So you always got to keep making sure you rate, you know, you don't make too much money. You don't make too much money. You know, you got to keep walking it down. Nothing wrong with that either. It's making you a consistent trader. But you got to keep walking it for 5-6 days before you can even think about doing anything where, you know, the other one take profit. You got to do the eval, but you can do that in 2-3 days. And then once you cross and over, now you're looking at, you know what I'm saying, making the bag. So like I said, ain't no one better than the rest. But, you know, they all got their little gives and takes.
Yeah.
This one right here, you can run the bag up, but you got to do an eval first. And you talking about $150 price to get a 50K, ain't a whole lot of money. Now, you can get a traded, take one, funded trader, but you got to spend at least 300 or something to get that 50K. So like I said, it's never a win-win. It's always going to be a give and take. You know, if you're confident in your trading, you can do the eval. If you're not, you want to jump right to the funded, obviously jump right to the funded. It's going to cost you more, just like anything. You ain't getting nothing for free out here.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. Yeah, bro, it's a personal challenge for me. It's like I want to collect 1 certificate per prop firm in payout. Yeah.
That's good. That's cool.
I'm doing it, yeah.
What's up? Hey man, we all need a motivation. We all need some, you know what I'm saying? So as long as whatever motivates you to get out here and stay on the charts and put your time in. You know, too many people want to come in, jump in, make money, and leave. And if you ain't that good of a trader, it ain't gonna rock like that. You got to be able to figure out some kind of way that's gonna sit you down so you can put your time in. Ain't no way around putting your time in. To me, it just ain't. Like anything, it's gonna take hours and hours and hours and hours on top of hours to learn anything that's gonna make you some real money. Yep, back down to that 15-minute for a value gap. He was right. It certainly is. It's that thing about trading. You can learn from a lot of different people to make your own strategy. Nothing wrong with following some of the ICT or somebody else here and there, piecing this and piecing that. Trust me, whatever it takes to get to the bag. Minute closure coming up. I'm still looking for buys, but we'll see what it do. All right, since we just chatting and doing what it do, who got y'all got for the Super Bowl?
What goes on?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't, I didn't look in to see you was back.
Damn, we missed buys here, gang.
Oh no, we didn't.
We took them for sure.
No,
Oh, fuck you guys.
You missed it. No, we made money.
You guys took the bottom wick entry for this? Anyone?
We didn't take it together, but we was telling everybody we're looking at buys, so everybody got in where they felt comfortable. Yeah, but we've been doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
Came back, knocked me out in profit. So we waiting for the next setup.
Started with a top wick? Okay, so wait. No, right there, bro. What is this? Look, at 10 a.m. right there. What's this bottom wick? How did that open up?
That's probably my one. When I got
Yeah,
out.
that bottom
Right
wick
there.
right there, about 30 pips. You take that up to the about 150 pips there. I'm looking at this 4 hour to re-break the highs here. What I'm really looking for. But I don't know if it's gonna happen right now or if it's gonna happen at all, because we reached a nice daily level, and we were also, remember, hopping on stream looking for this daily to break down. Let's see what happens here. All right, hold on a second. Let me grab a drink. Milk on the way. Hold on.
Well, yeah, man, here, so I'm gonna fade to the back and start rolling me another one and let him do his thing. Let the community. Real talk.
Can you hold it down?
Yo, can you? I put it on the clubhouse, the buffer thing.
Oh, did you? Okay, I got you.
Appreciate you holding it down, bro.
I got you, baby. It's on you now. I'm about to roll up, fade back.
I'm gonna have a buy stop here. If this starts moving up here, I'll have a buy stop on a break of the high. If we break previous candle low, I'll delete. About a, based on the way we trade, maybe about 470 pip stop with 47 pips worth of money on the. created a more recent range here. We faked out on the 30 here. The hourly held this level, right? The previous hourly. The 4-hour closed bullish with a massive wick to fill. And this level is an older level. We can fill it anyway. Just really depends here. What we want to do, the 15 is the first indication that we might want to break down here, right? We attempted to come up here, held this level again. If we re-break the lows, we're most likely gonna delete. Because this candle had a chance to come up here, right? And push up, look, and we've tapped right on the level that we're paying attention to and the level that we're watching. And just didn't have the juice. Needs more OJ. Not there. Wasn't juicy enough. And if that's the case, we start breaking lows here. We'll delete these buys that we're looking for. Look to see if the 4-hour can make a different port. How long you been trading? I just got back. I was away for like 30 minutes. And in general, this is my 8th year. My 8th year trading. Really looking for this higher time frame push to fill the wick here. And the 30 is actually timing wise looks beautiful. And also 30 was a leg candle, right? But the market created the top wick and has filled the body, right? It's did its job. Gotten to the body low of the previous candle. So at this point, any rebreak of this high, I'm not expecting it to come back down. Rebreak at a high, I'm expecting it to continue filling the 4-hour wick. And at least this range to the left where there's a possible shampoo play, right? And it's not bad, right? We understand if we break the lows, that could set us up for the next 4 hours or the London candle, right? Because look, while I still expect this to at some point to break the high and create a steeper top wick on the 4-hour, we are still expecting the daily to push down, right? And maybe the daily has another 4 or 5 4-hour. The daily still has another 5 4-hour candles. So another 4-hour candle could push up here, right? Another one could come back down. The third one could break down, and eventually the daily will get that bottom wick. But there's a lot of time left in the day, so it doesn't necessarily need to happen now, right? I think we need to follow the 4-hour closer than the daily because we'll see the 4-hour level start switching bias, right? Once they start closing bearish. But for now, we had this bullish closure, right? Making a top wick. We're probably gonna, on the small time frame, retest these highs before making a decision to come back down and flip on the daily. So I really like the buys here on the break of the highs to retest the highs. Does it look like we're right on the wick? We're above the wick. 4816.9. Yeah, we are right above the wick. Yeah, we don't want to be in as a lower low situation, right? If we start breaking previous candle lows, right now we've created a low, created a high, we broke that high, created a higher high. If we don't break that low, we're creating a higher low, and breaks the highs there would do us good. The issue is the smaller time frame, or the 30 here. The 15 is closed below. The 30 is looking like it's going to close below. So you need closures back up above in this case. Say you're going to come up there and retest those levels.
Yeah, hopefully don't break them previous lows. We should be good.
Yeah, looking good on the 4-hour, looking good on the 30. The 15 and the 1-hour, not so much. But the 30 and the 4-hour look amazing. it just logically would make sense, right? And now that this bottom wick's tapped support here, right? We're going to tap the 15 level with a chance to break the 30, the 1, and the 4-hour highs. Which is what we just did. We tapped the 15 level.
There you go. That part.
It needs to come back up. Stops here. Big ass stop. What you got these big ass stops for? I'm leaving this. I'm leaving the buys up here for now. I know the 30's closing below here. But this is really more 4-hour. Man, if 30 breaks the highs, you know, the 30 is now looking different. This would take away the 30 from our position. And the hourly's, previous hourly was bearish. We're going to need another 30 closure in this case. It'll be really difficult. You're going to need either 30 closure or closure above this range. Or does the 4-hour pull up right now? Yeah, look how the 30 closed. Did it hold? It held. It's a banger of a track too. Leg candle on the 15. What does it need to do? Retest this body low. Couldn't quite get there. Maybe a top wick and then it comes back down. Right? 30 closed below the range.
We out of here. What you talking about?
You think it's coming up?
Yes, sir. I got 60 pips. 70.
Yeah, we're gonna need a closure back up above this range after 30
Gotcha.
on this.
I feel you.
The 4-hour. Why did the 30 close like this? This flips bearish. The 30 really screwed us there. I'm gonna delete this. Because look, you get a fake out here, but then you fake right back out the other way, right? So now you see this candle close. 28 minutes on the hourly. Yeah, this would suck if it runs, but I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to wait on a closure. I don't want to break highs here to drop back down because the last closure is below the range. The only thing we have working for us is the 4-hour. But you need multiple time frames to align here. So yeah, I understand this can run, pump up to the top of the range. But out of principle, I'm going to wait on this closure. Because any kind of break of the high here, this is not a repeatable trade, right? You might understand like the higher time frame price action because the levels are so big, it might pump for you. You know, it might give you that 100, 200 pips. But it's not something you can rinse and repeat every time that you get a print like this. Ranges are different. You know, smaller time frames print a bit differently. The higher time frames are set up differently. But ideally, we re-break the lows here and then come back up. That's ideally. Pick it up. Oh shit, I haven't deleted on my live account. Why didn't anybody say nothing? Hold on a second, chat. We on this late? Yeah, sometimes we are. I think we might flip the break the high. Look, I want as much as everybody here to catch these 4-hour breaks of highs. I want to base my analysis on that. There's other things at play here. Right? The smaller time frames at play here. The daily bias is at play here. Still bearish, you understand? We never broke the previous daily high. So while it's not a guarantee that we come down here right now on the daily, that is the daily bias. The hour has another 25 minutes. If we get a bullish hourly closure here, even a late candle, as long as we get that top wick down to support, I will be looking for buys to retest the highs for the prize. Falls and dies. Damn, I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. What the fuck just happened? Did my fucking computer just take a screenshot? Oh, man. Did you guys know if you fart and sneeze at the same time, your body takes a screenshot? You guys know that? Passed my first challenge. Appreciate it, Wix. W. Let me in the Zoom. Ooh, my bad. Come in. Limit sell. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm just got back. Yo, I was, you know how far away I was? You know how you know what kind of brake smell is coming off my whip right now? Oh, the fumes. The fumes. What are you doing? Barely made it here for this, so be happy. Almost missed it all. We're gonna push right now, gang, on the 4-hour. Outside, check outside. Hey, close that door, please. Girls. Thank you. This 4-hour looks like it wants to flip, re-break the highs. But look, that previous closure, be principled here, gang. Wait for this to close because that previous fucking closure. I mean, if you're Kenny, then you're in there for a while. But you're tapping this level.
I missed out on the start. I just wanted, we're doing MGC because the ranges are so big. Or?
Yeah, I actually no, I was doing GC, but then the specific trade I was looking for was on MGC. Is GC looking different right now? Well, it's looking the same. Oh, we marked up the levels earlier. We were looking for positions earlier, but then the range got bigger and bigger and bigger, and so we switched to MGC. Man, can we get some closures? Gang, remind me to switch back to MGC. I'm about to go with a 5 lot here. Not on this account, this little pre-live 15K. No, I can't. I don't know. Man, I know this is gonna give you some pips, but I cannot, in my right state of mind, take this. Opening hour closes for the past 10 days. Say 4-hour gets stomped pre-New York. Okay, fine. 4-hour looking like it's still in the wick. There's the re-break of the highs right there. Just re-broke the highs, activated a shit ton of people, and should pump. Won't be part of it until it closes. And it might be the next 1-hour position. If we close like this, look at this 1 hour. We can't, it's so early, right? This can break this high right here that it just did and come back down. But man, if this is able to close even above this, right? This level, I don't really care for that level as much now because we've driven through it so many times. We just blasted through it. Bomb, 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 bomb. But I do care about the most recent level, right? And the fact that we just closed below there and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna knock the 4-hour value here, but why close us back below the range? You know what I mean? Let's see. This was partials right here, 106 pips per hour. Idea, if All we needed was this candle to do it. We just needed the rebreak of the highs on the previous candle, but the previous candle decided to throw us off close below the range. And fuck you. I mean,
Did you say 200 pips? It sounded like you said 200 something pips. Right? Come on now. Let's get it. Told you them buys was in there, baby.
but you were in there before. You were in there with like bottom wicks here.
Yeah, I mean, I got knocked out in profit and then I got back in.
Yeah, I got
All
you.
about these buys, baby.
No, we needed this. It unfortunately didn't want to play nice. We needed this 30 to drive. But once we got that closure back below, it's just.
I kept some positions. I took some positions.
You took that break of the high, 4 hour?
Yeah, I did.
It's the only thing that looks good here, 4 hours.
Close that at the partials totally. Close up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in here on this position once the hourly closes if we don't fill the range. If we bounce around right where we are right now and not fill that range, watch me. Speaking too soon and it's about to fill it with one quick pop. But if this was about to fuck around and find out, I would be in there off a bottom wick on the next hourly candle.
I love it.
How do you control yourself with not over trading? I have not taken a trade since last week. I haven't taken a trade since what, Thursday? There's people in here taking 15 trades a session. I haven't taken a trade since Thursday.
I was taking 3 since we've been on. All in profit, though.
Hey, profits is profits, baby. You can't,
Profits is profits, baby.
Was there a celery there? No. Oh yeah, right here, yeah, celery player. But you're below at this point. You're below support, so it's not a valid celery play. You have to be at support, above support. That makes it a celery play. You have to be below resistance. So this shit doesn't make sense. This isn't.
Woo, look at the money.
I'm gonna let you enjoy this one. Give me a minute.
See, you understand. You got me in a vibe when she left. You know, it's hard to cut it all off now. I was running things here. Who up 300 pips? Let's talk about it.
I'm gonna let you feel this win. Get it out your system.
Might be the tequila.
Yeah, I'm just on the other side of the screen.
I'll do your thing. No, I don't have a actually I do have a YouTube channel, but it's not for trading. It's for my I'm starting a TV network. Somebody asked me what I was vibing to a little earlier. I got a TV network I'm starting. So the first leg of my network is house music. So that's what I'm playing in the background. I'm turning it down while I'm live, but I'm building it out. And then I'm gonna start some other cinema and podcasts and all that. So just look out. You know what I'm saying? I'll be talking about it in the next couple months, but yeah, that's what I got a YouTube channel for that, but not for trading. But I may actually bring trading into my channel. That's something I may talk to Wix about, you know, in the future. We'll see. But yeah, I'm thinking about bringing day trade on my channel as well. So I got my own network. I'm not gonna really run everything through YouTube. I'm building my own network. I want to I want to build and monetize the culture. That's my goal. I ain't with the crumbs. I'm with the whole hookup. So I got a lot of people in a lot of fields that's doing a lot of stuff that I want to help to monetize. But back to trading. Selling property. Oh, you know, I'm big in real estate. I've been doing real estate for 20 some years. That's easy work. I was also an agent with Keller Williams for 7 years. I just gave up my license because I don't really want to work for people. I like working for myself, so as an investor.
Last Tina, the hourly. Let's see if this brings us back down.
Yeah. Yep. This is about where it should. Hopefully not too much.
I'd like to get some action down here. I don't want anything mid-range. This is good if the hourly is able to close like this, right above this area overall to the left. Four hours got that top wick. Remember we were talking about it needs a top wick. Some kind of top. It's got that top wick. It starts re-breaking lows. We're looking to head to the daily flip and sells all the way the rest of the evening. Let's see if we can if we can re-break here. We got 13 minutes, right? But if the hourly closes bullish over there, you've just formed the most recent range, right? You've got a high here, you got a low here. You're most likely looking to retest that high up there. Your only issue is this area here, but as I've said before, you've broken through this many times. If the market gives us a nice support, starts breaking highs, we'll be in there. It's just this is the decision-making candle. It's gonna let us know what we're gonna do on the next one.
If it stay right above right here, I'm cool. Starts breaking below that, then it's gonna knock me out. We have to see what it do.
Nowhere near yesterday's market open. Yeah, I see that. top one allows scalping. Well, this live account was a result of 5 payouts in the month of November or December, and we did that by doing what we do here. So may have an issue. Did you just give a signal and then say I'm not taking it? He said, I don't trust myself, but you should. That's wild. I appreciate that, Warrior, man. That was
Where's the accountability at? Like, look, take it by. I ain't getting it in though. That's funny.
I appreciate that. That was pretty funny though. I have to ban him. He means well. He's oh shit, we got the spit song. We gotta get rid of this. Gang, I know we've been here for a while, but is gold? Yes, gold futures. Gold futures contract. See what it do. 7 minutes here for the 1 hour. Look, realistically, we need the break of the highs here on the 1 hour. Realistic. And it would be a current candle stop. So 315 pips, 315 points, which means, you know, 10x lower on the risk here. But can this 15 give us a celery play? Can this flip give us a little top wick here? Come on, 15. Sucks. The issue is if the 1 hour closes weak, right? You see this level to the left, and this level to the left is the higher time frame 1 hour, right? Which means this we've just faked out, attempted to close back above, and failed. And any break of this low is the higher time frame celery play. Yeah, the stops are 650 pips, 640, but the break of the lows is a valid celery play that brings you down, fills this candle to the left here. And if this is going to be one steep move, right? Remember, look at the 4 hour. I'm sorry, look at the daily. Right, that takes you down to the daily flip. Previous daily bearish, start falling in line with the higher time frame structure, and we start filling this daily wick down. But we see some breaks of the lows, man. Breaks in the lows, man. At the moment, this ain't it. This is the last 5 minutes right now, last 6 minutes of this 1 hour candle. It'll be interesting. If it closes below here, right? If the 1 hour closes below 48.16, like this, right? Then I'm going to call it a stream. I'm going to call it a session because it would take quite a bit longer for me to set up for what I want. Give a trade or just talk? I think I've said this your second time here, right? I think the last time was your first time and you said the same thing, right? You ever get sick and tired of telling others what to do? No. Exactly. Thanks a lot for the time and effort you put into these live streams. They're super helpful, and you're generally helping a lot of people around the world. Really appreciate it. W. So, to your question, right? You ever have those moments, right? Somebody says something and you answer back, and then you're like 5 minutes later, walk away, man. Damn, I should have said this. Well, guess what? You didn't leave. You're still a few minutes later. You're still here a few minutes later. So no, I don't trade or talk. I provide value. Whether I'm trading, I'm talking, I'm joking, I'm sharing experiences, right? I'm giving you a breakdown. I'm telling you something I've seen before in the charts, telling you an opportunity, an edge somewhere, right? How to read a candle backwards, how to understand what certain candles mean, how should wicks be interpreted on candles, what the relationships between candles are, right? So yeah, I just provide value, whether I'm in a position or not in a position. My goal is to provide value through my own trading, right? Whether you find something, if you find something in there, amazing. If you don't, you can't satisfy everybody. That would be ridiculous of me to expect to be able to satisfy everybody. Thanks for the time and effort. Appreciate that. Appreciate that amazing world. Nice words. I love the teamwork someone is here. Kenny cashed out. Kenny, you're rolling a fat Jamaican joint right now. Another possible way we call it a stream here right now, we close with no top lid. I'll always do my own analysis, but out of all the YouTube traders, I found you the most authentic. Thank you. Appreciate it. Got another one. Pull the lever. Can this level be a fluke over here? Maybe that's a fluke level. $15 looking like a leg handle. Heard you getting ready for these sells. Oh, 1 hour looking like a leg handle as well, bro. Yo, come on, load. What are you doing? $90 seconds here for this closure. Come on. Stream every day? Yeah, every day. Twice a day. Scalp tomorrow morning. Be on tomorrow. Kids are sick. Kept them from school today. Take care of them. Man, if this is how we close. That's end of the session. We close here with no top wick. Remember I said we need range here. Fucking thing's gonna close with a wick. All right. Got a little pullback there. What did you do, 15? What did you do, 15? I'll tell you right now. what we need. I need a heavy bearish candle here. Or heavy push down of about 300 pips. And then a rebreak of the highs. Fuck with that.
I don't. I just need to keep going up.
Yeah, I like the fact that we just broke that high. We just need to come down for this leg candle, right? The hourly's a leg candle. Yeah, we come down here, tap this support. I'm not gonna take it there because this doesn't. It's not really a top wick here. Man, if this breaks that 15 low and then rebreaks the high, I would take that buy there because we're heading up to continue filling the 4-hour wick. But if not, then there's just. Then you'd also be breaking the previous hourly high, or filling the range here, right? And then you might reject here and then come down for the 4-hour.
They get to that. That's okay.
Watch the blokes in London have their way with it. Yeah, that's exactly what I expect. That's what I said. I remember the next 4-hour might give it to you. Might be the one that breaks you down in terms of the daily. It starts writing down for the daily. I just want to log off here because I know what I want here. If we might get it, and if I log off and we get it after that, Signal Channel will be happy. You guys will be fucking. Here we go, another one off stream for Wix. Sorry. That's how it is.
I haven't seen Torpedo in chat, so I'm assuming he's not trading.
Yeah, I'll be on in the morning. My kids were sick this morning. I get a fucking note from the teachers. They've been out too much this year. I'm like, man, I'm doing you guys a favor when they're sick, not bringing them to school. You want me to send them into school sick? No. And you should stop telling other people that send their kids sick to school because I'm doing them a favor. They should stop doing that shit.
Some people know their kids sick and they send them anyway because they got
you don't understand. I see them walking out, just fucking snot all over their fucking shirts, everything. We're like, that's in your class? You're like, I should be like, yeah, that's David. I'd be like,
you wonder why the kids come home sick. I mean, exactly. They doing it because they ain't got daycare. They like, go to school, you all right.
I'd be like, look, you're sick. You're probably not gonna learn anything when you're sick. Right? Your head's not in the right space. That's just my reasoning. I don't tell that to the kid. Okay?
That's real talk though.
And you're probably gonna get others sick. And you're also likelier to stay sick longer. So let's do everyone a favor, including ourselves, and stay the hell home and enjoy your day. Enjoy your day with that. Like it's a win-win everywhere. Except with the Board of Education. except with what do you call it? Department of Children and Families.
And the truant officer.
It's cool for everybody, but the government don't like it, and they asked me to show up to school for a meeting. How are we gonna improve their attendance? Well, it's first and second grade.
Right.
You're gonna stop telling kids to go do math with dad, and attendance won't matter. Just teach them in school. Teach them English and history and math in school, because I don't be sending the kids to your fucking school and telling them, hey, have the math teacher teach you laundry, right? And fold your clothes. No. I teach him how to do that shit at home. I don't expect you to do that shit at school for him, right? So how do you expect me to become a fucking math teacher and send your kid home telling, no, do this shit with your parents? Our teacher told us to ask our parent, like, who's the teacher? I don't get paid. I don't get salary. I'm telling you, tomorrow I'm sending the kids to school with a bunch of shit from their closet. bunch of laundry in a fucking garbage bag, like fucking Santa in a black garbage bag, and let me tell them, look, tell your teachers to teach you this. Tell them to teach you how to fold your clothes and brush your hair. Yeah, I remember myself, like if my parents made me go to school and when I was miserable and I was really sick, like I wouldn't learn shit. Like why would I do that to my kid? And I remember you guys probably remember being in school and being like, man, I would never do this shit to my kids. When I'm older, I would never do this shit. Like I had a lot of moments like that. Well, now it's time to fucking,
Here you go.
be about it. You know, you could talk about it or you be about it. And
Right.
my time in this life to be about it.
Kids ain't going to school sick. I don't get what you hear. What'd you say? So
My kids learned so much shit today. They've been learning time in school, right? And how to tell time. Dude, I taught them how to tell time, how to do a stop clock or I'm bugging. What's the timer thing? The timer thing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I told, look, we went to the store, and now they know the difference between money, $1, stopwatch, stop clock.
Okay.
I came in there with a fucking clock.
You come in like Flavor Flav with a big joint on you. I'm talking shit.
Yeah, I taught them all that. And then I taught them the difference between the 5, the 1. We went to the store. I was like, here's your 5 in singles. Right? And go get what you want. And they got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I'm only getting these. And then they couldn't pay for them. And then they knew how much what cost.
There you go. That's real talk.
And it was
man.
like, damn. So it's not like, not all money's money. Money got all money different. Like, Dad got money, right? You better figure it out. Money's different for everybody, right? And everywhere. And
everybody's got their own currency too.
I was just telling him, look, you can. She's like, I got money from this and the Tooth Fairy and all that and birthdays. I was like, you don't just got money and now you can go buy, anything you want. You cannot just go get a fucking iPad just because you got $20 from the Tooth Fairy. You need to understand the difference, money in money. Like, oh, I got money, then I can go buy everything.
No, but it's better than having no money.
Yeah. I be doing those math problems at home
all day and all night. You know what I mean? So it's always a teachable moment, especially for young. I've got to the point in my life where I don't invest in grown folks no more. I only invest in kids. Grown folks already set in their ways, and most of them ain't got it figured out. So.
Yeah, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, but the thing is, with old dogs, man, it's hard to get them to listen to, because people have a thing about them as they get older. They're like, man, I've lived life. What the fuck do you know, right? And like, a lot of people that are set in their ways are typically people that are just settled, right? They're okay. They're okay with like being wherever they are, right?
Yeah.
So once people come to that comfort zone and they're okay and they're there for a long time, they forget what it is to strive for something better. You're not getting through. It's been too long since they've strived. They have to have some kind of change of fate to have a change of faith. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to go through an event, a hardship that they didn't want to go through, that's gonna have to change their mind. Outside of that, you're just not getting through, and people walk around with this, protective, layer kind of force field that you're just not getting through. And some people want to, they're open to everything you say, right? To everything. They'll process your advice, they'll take it, they won't take it, but they'll process your inputs. right? And as the older you get with age, right, becomes the respect of experience, of you having lived life, and people get that false sense of, man, I know everything. I mean, and to those people, you will die trying. Not get through. Took me years after the military to come to be a normal community like this, and others non-teachable. You have to be open to it. You have to understand that you don't know everything. You never will. No one does. And if that's the case, who are you to, to say you don't need that? Nah, like if you know you don't know everything, right? If you know what you don't know, wouldn't you want to know it? Wouldn't you want to learn it? It's the people because everyone knows they don't know everything, but then they're also unwilling to learn. Look at this rejection. Nice like candle, made sense, but I'm looking for the fill of the wick. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. The man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. We're gonna call it here. Didn't set up, like I said. I would like to have taken this break at the highs. We would have needed that bottom wick. I would have liked to take this break at the highs right here, but we needed it to happen on this candle, not to get that closure. So we had a few attempts here, right? We've sat here and we've set you know, buy stops, buy limits. We've set TP, but nothing doing, hasn't played out. They haven't behaved like we needed them to. So we're gonna call it here. All right. This morning was full of opportunities. I just wasn't on. We probably would have had 2 or 3 trades, but solid position over here this morning. Extremely solid. This limit here, the pancake right there off that wick, that was the big one. That was very easy. That was a very easy call this morning. That's something we should have been a part of. But outside of that, okay, there's nothing here. It's going to take some time to develop in order for me to like it. You're in the signal channel, obviously call. I always tell you this, but I'll obviously call in the signal channel if I see it. We had quite a few out of stream positions about a week or in the last couple of weeks. But we've been getting on track here, and I think last week Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we had some pretty big trades in the stream. So overall, over time, it all averages out. It all kind of evens out. Hey, gang, please drop a like and sub to the channel before you dip. If you're new here, please sub and share the stream and stick around. Keep showing up. You will pick up on what we're doing here. You will fall, into what we're doing, and you'll get better. You'll grow.
And if you ain't done, I'm gonna hang around for a while. I like my bias, so if we keep doing what it do, I'm gonna be on the Discord. We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people still trading the Discord. Go join the Discord as well. It's
I'm on Discord. We might go live. We'll just hang out for a little bit. Make sure y'all show up tomorrow morning for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on 8:30, 8:45 tomorrow, but I will be on. Yeah, I got somewhere to be in the morning at around 6:30, so I'm gonna be done with that. By the time I gotta be there, I'm gonna be done with everything. We'll start around 8:30 for the New York session, and tomorrow night we'll do this all over again. We'll run Asian session 8 p.m. Eastern, probably start around 7:45. How much is the Discord? Discord is free $99, just like the streams, but there are private and paid channels in there, and those are all available through the Signals community. You get all access to everything: the Zooms, the private sessions, the private chats, the Signal channel, and the private agent on Sundays, and the private giveaways.
Sunday session where we give away the giveaways. Yeah, 50K. But there is a free Discord for those who
But there is a free part of that Discord, exactly.
Jump on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we might get active tonight, talk a little bit, trade a little bit, but please
What's-
join all the other shit so you can get in on the real bread.
Wait, what do you mean update session trades and stream record? I did. No trades here today. We attempted a few, but there was no trades and we didn't hit nothing. There was no break either. I mean, we never
You didn't
never
take that
entered
week.
us. Never entered me.
We did. You didn't.
It never entered me, right? That's what she said. It never entered me, I swear. What else? Oh, that's why you told me I may have meant to join the signals. Makes sense. Oh yeah. The other day, yeah, I think that's what I thought you wanted to join, the Zoom and all of that. And I was like, you probably wanted to join the signals community because that's where all the access to all the channels, all the chats, and all the private sessions, all the Zooms and the signals. All right.
Appreciate you, my man.
Yes, sir. I mean, the link for it is up there. Thank you for holding it down while I was gone. Congrats to everybody that took that W. Me, on the other hand, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow morning, and it's not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing. You train your winning habits. Gang. Yeah, if I see something setting up later on tonight, I'll call it. If not, see you guys in the morning. Zoom gang, see you guys in the AM signal channel. I'll tell you guys to lock in if I see something. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up, and just like that, another Asian session is in the books. See you guys tomorrow. It's been a cold week here. We've hit our low. We had 0 degrees here, 32 in Florida. It was 85 and 32 in the same day. I don't know what to dress for. I don't know what
I'll be there in a month.
I'll be wearing a wife beater and a bubble jacket on top of it. I don't know what to do, bro.
Better warm up by March.
I'm about to get me pajamas with the feet on them. Crazy.
All right, family.
Need a snuggle. All right. Good night, everybody.
Get on
Later.
Discord. Get on Discord. All right,
Yes,
yo.
sir.